Small decisions do not reach his desk. Money is not a goal, it's a tool, and like any tool, its value lies in the mastery with which it is used. The scent of expensive incense marks the beginning of his most productive hour. The cold marble under his feet is the same from where empires are built. Patience is not passivity, it's power. Time is not a limitation, it's a resource. And like any resource, its value lies in the wisdom with which it is invested. Knowledge is not information, it's applied power, because they know that wisdom without action is wasted potential. Innovation is not creativity, it's necessity, because they see problems that others don't yet know they have. Patience is not passivity, it's preparation, because they know that the perfect opportunity requires perfect preparation. Their thoughts are not private, they are prototypes, drafts of realities that others will experience as destiny. Resistance is not an obstacle, it's information, because each difficulty reveals exactly what capabilities they need to develop. Control is not domination, it's influence, the ability to create conditions where others make the right decisions. There are no Sundays for him, only days with different rhythms. A message from his secretary can close operations without further words. Resistance is not opposition, it's feedback, because every obstacle reveals exactly what they need to strengthen. Change is not a threat, it's fuel, because they channel each transformation towards the construction of new realities. Each breakfast has a goal, each lunch a partner, because their subconscious analyzes variables that the conscious mind cannot handle. While others celebrate achievements, he is already building the next one, deeper. Discipline is not sacrifice, it's investment, because every small present renunciation becomes future freedom. Communication is not exchange, it's construction, because every conversation builds bridges towards shared futures. Learning is not a process, it's a state, because they maintain active curiosity that turns every experience into knowledge. The data he consults is not on Google, it's in his network, because the correct systems eliminate the need for exhausting decisions. His rest is not leisure, it's part of the plan. Each button on his shirt costs more than an average rent. Important decisions don't sound loud, they just change the course of things. Every object in his space has a purpose, nothing is by chance. The helicopter lands just as the contract is about to be signed. Perfect execution is not a coincidence, it's an obsession, because they understand that small details create huge differences. Discipline is not limitation, it's liberation. The leather scent in his office is not casual, it's a forged identity. Speed is not haste, it's efficiency, because they have eliminated everything that does not directly contribute to the goal. The carpet he walks on was hand-woven by someone who took years to master their craft. Their thoughts are not private. They are drafts of realities that others will experience as destiny. His investments are made in places where others don't yet know there is opportunity. The crystal in his room reflects as much style as discipline. His meetings do not have a public agenda, but their effects are felt in stock markets. Quality is not an option, it's DNA, because they understand that constant excellence is their natural differentiator. Patience is not waiting, it's preparation. Knowledge is not advantage, it's leverage, and they know exactly where to apply force to move mountains. Discipline is not sacrifice, it's investment, because each small present renunciation becomes future freedom. Resistance is not an obstacle, it's information, because every no received reveals exactly what they need to change. Money is not the objective, it's oxygen. They don't collect objects. They collect moments when they said yes when everyone else said no. Elegance is not in his clothes, it's in the precision of his movements. Each person around him is part of a bigger move. Others look for jobs. They create entire industries where millions will find their purpose without knowing it. Failure is not defeat, it's education. Because each mistake is a lesson that others pay to learn. Because they understand that perfect timing multiplies any effort. Strategy is not a plan, it's vision, because they see several possible futures and create the path to the most desirable one. The sound of the sea hitting the dock accompanies his first business call. Their investments are not bets, they are certainties in disguise, because they see futures that others confuse with fantasies. Their libraries do not hold books. They hold the mindsets of geniuses who learn to translate into action. Their questions do not seek answers. They seek perspectives, because they know that the quality of the questions determines the quality of the future. His projects are not launched, they are released as covert operations. In their homes, silence has its own weight, as if the walls hold the echo of decisions that change the world. They don't study markets, they create them, because they understand that true wealth comes from needs that others haven't seen. His desk is cleaner than the history of some banks. Silence is not emptiness, it's potential, the space where ideas that will change the world are born. Patience is not a virtue, it's a strategy, because they know that perfect timing is worth more than speed. Others live for the weekend. She lives for the exact moment when an industry is ready to be conquered. His personal assistant has more power than several directors. Their signatures don't adorn contracts, they sculpt futures, and each stroke redefines what it means to be inevitable. The silence of his house is not emptiness, it's absolute focus. The restaurant he frequents does not appear on Google Maps. Their alliances are not conveniences, they are architectures of power that redesign entire industries. The names on his agenda are not pronounced publicly. Reputation is not image, it's history, built with consistency between what they promise and what they deliver. Knowledge is not accumulation, it's transformation, because they know that information without action is lost potential. Abundance is not a coincidence, it's a consequence of decisions they made when others chose comfort. The silence between phrases generates more impact than any presentation. He does not give interviews, he gives results. There is no noise where he lives, only pure concentration and prolonged vision. Legacy is not inheritance, it's momentum, the force that will continue to transform the world long after their departure. The sources of his data do not appear in search engines. Power is not strength, it's magnetism, the ability to attract resources, talents, and opportunities without apparent effort. Influence is not bought, it's built, decision by decision, until the world moves to the rhythm of their ideas. Power is not flaunted, it's exercised in silence, like gravity that attracts without needing to announce itself. People mark times on clocks, but his time is measured in market movements and decisions that cannot wait. The plane does not take off until everything is as he expects. Money is not security, it's freedom, the ability to choose without external limitations that restrict vision. Their decisions are not choices, they are destinies, because they understand that each option is a vote for the world they are building. Their goals are not dreams, they are commitments, because the difference between wanting and achieving lies in the intensity of the commitment. Contracts are signed on islands where others only go to rest, because every idea is designed to become reality. Their decisions are not options, they are commitments, because each choice is an act of faith in the future they create. Because the correct habits channel energy towards precise objectives. Every meeting is a move, every greeting an investment. Intuition is not luck, it's the sum of 1,000 patterns they processed while others only saw numbers. Confidence is not a feeling, it's calculation, based on probabilities that they process faster than computers.